You know, one of the best things about sports, it's those times when everything we think we know gets turned upside down.
It really is.
You've got those underdog stories, those unexpected upsets.
Yeah.
When history takes a backseat to a team that's just hungry for a win, and this week, we might just have one of those moments happening in college football.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a deep dive into this CBS Sports article about the LSU South Carolina matchup. And let me tell you something about this one. Just feels different.
It's the historical weight of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, most rivalries have their streaks, you know?
Right.
But this goes way beyond a few tough losses for South Carolina. We're talking about a drought that stretches all the way back to 1994.
Wow.
The last time they beat LSU.
Goodness.
And if you want to talk about home field advantage, they haven't beaten LSU on their own turf since 1930.
1930, that's almost a century ago.
I know.
You practically expect to see like a Model T Ford
Right.
rolling onto the field when you look at those dates. But here's the thing.
What's that?
South Carolina, they've pulled off some shockers recently. I mean, they just upset Kentucky.
Yeah, they did.
And let's not forget their wins against Clemson and Tennessee last year.
That's right.
So which is it going to be? A team cursed by history or a team that's ready to rewrite it?
Well, and that's what makes this matchup so fascinating, right?
Yeah.
You have this incredible tension between the past and the present.
Yeah.
Plus, you absolutely cannot ignore the X factor here.
Okay.
LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier.
Right.
This guy is an absolute touchdown machine this season.
He's incredible.
He's leading the nation in touchdowns right now.
Yeah.
So is this the game where South Carolina's defense finally cracks under pressure?
All right.
Or do they find a way to contain him?
See, this is what I love about these deep dives.
What's that?
Suddenly, we're not just talking about two teams on a field. We're talking about a clash of narratives, you know?
Absolutely.
We've got the weight of history on one side, a quarterback who's on fire on the other.
It's going to be good.
What should we be watching for as this unfolds?
If you want my take, I'm really going to be watching how South Carolina's defense, how their defensive strategy kind of evolves throughout the game, you know?
Okay.
Do they try to play it safe and just risk Nussmeier picking them apart?
Right.
Or do they go like all in on aggressive blitzes
Yeah.
and try to rattle him early on?
Yeah.
It's going to be a chess match. For sure.
Yeah, high stakes, little mystery. It's giving like high drama sports movie, and I am here for it. Ready for like a complete change of pace.
Sure.
We are switching gears from the gridiron to the tennis court.
Okay.
But we're sticking with this whole theme of defying expectations.
I like it.
We've got this really interesting stat actually about Jannik Sinner, who has been on fire on the ATP tour.
Oh yeah, he's been playing well.
With, you know, those 2 Grand Slam titles.
2 Grand Slams already.
I know, it's amazing.
He's incredible.
It's not just the wins, though. There's something about his game that has everybody talking.
Is it his serve?
It's the serve.
I knew you were going to say that.
It's crazy, right?
Wild.
So Sinner right now is leading the entire ATP tour in service game win percentage.
Wow.
And we're not just talking like edging out the competition.
Right.
He's at a 90.76%.
90%.
90%.
That's unheard of.
It's crazy.
Especially at this level.
I know.
You're playing against the best of the best.
Think about like Djokovic, Alcaraz.
I mean, these guys.
All those powerhouse servers.
Right.
Sinner is ahead of all of them.
That's really saying something.
Okay, so hold on though. 90%, that's like saying that a basketball player is making 90% of their shots.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's almost unheard of, especially at this level of like professional tennis.
It's crazy.
What makes it so unusual though? Is it just power or is there something more to it?
You know, it's a combination of factors.
Okay.
I mean, sure, there's the raw power behind the serve.
Right.
But what makes Sinner so dangerous is the precision.
Okay.
The placement of it.
Okay.
He's not just like blasting it out there. He's strategically placing these serves.
Wow.
It makes it so difficult for his opponents to even get like a decent return.
So he's thinking like 2 steps ahead.
Oh, absolutely.
Almost.
That's
You
right.
gotta be. It's like he's playing chess and his opponents are playing checkers, you know.
Exactly. And you know what's amazing?
What's that?
This isn't like some natural born talent he's always had.
Really?
Sitter's serve has become this weapon because of his dedication
Wow.
and some really smart changes that he made to his technique.
So he took this part of his game and like through hard work, turned it into this almost untouchable force. That's commitment.
Oh yeah.
Is there more to the story though? Did he always have a serve like this?
Actually, no, this is a relatively new thing.
What?
It's a recent development in his game last year. He introduced this whole new service motion And the results speak for themselves.
Okay.
It's been incredible. I even saw this quote from Greg Brzezinski.
Oh, yeah.
The former British #1 tennis player. And he said that center serve is only going to get better with time.
Oh, wow.
So imagine that even at this level of like dominance,
right?
There's still room for improvement.
That is a scary thought for his opponents. But hey, maybe this is kind of the shakeup that men's tennis needs.
Right, that's the bigger conversation here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sinner's dominance isn't happening in a vacuum.
Right.
It's part of this larger trend that we're seeing in men's tennis right now.
Yeah, with all these young players.
These young, hungry players.
Yeah.
All kind of bringing these unique skills and perspectives to the game.
It's like we're at this crossroads where you've got the old guard, and they're being challenged in ways that we haven't seen before.
Sure.
I mean, in football, we've got South Carolina looking to rewrite history against LSU.
Right.
And in tennis, you've got Jannik Sinner serving his way to the top with a game that's still evolving.
He's just getting started.
I know, it's incredible. Two totally different sports, two different stories, but they're both connected by this idea of like defying expectations.
It really is the thrill of the unknown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just this reminder that in sports, just like in life, we can't underestimate the power of dedication and drive to kind of rewrite the script, flip things around.
So the next time you think you've got a game all figured out, take a closer look. Pay attention to those little things, you know? The players who are putting in the work, the ones who are rewriting the rules. You might just be witnessing the start of something really special.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Me too. Thanks for doing this deep dive with me.